Okay, whores.
We are not starting like that again.
Okay, friends.
Okay, I know it's called horrible decisions or whatever.
All right, babe.
But I am reformed. My wholeness has been deleted. It's been gone.
We didn't delete it at all. Who did that?
My wholeness
Who
was.
said that?
I know you still a hoe, but my wholeness was deleted.
I had a moment and I was wiped out over a pill.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's how it works.
It sure is.
Okay.
Anyway, happy Black History Month, everyone. The Black History being the Queens of Horrible Decisions. As you know, our show has been around for about 6 años now, and it's a long-running Black show.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy because, so I follow this, I follow Pod News. I'm literally like so engulfed into everything podcasting. I read that there's none of the top shows currently are newer than 2 years old. But it also said something like there's millions of podcasts, but only like 200 and something thousand are even active. Like so many people start podcasts
and don't keep going.
Like it's amazing like that we're fucking here 6 years later, 5 years later.
To also like add with that, the interesting thing about podcasting deals and things like that and things to get started is 2 things happen when deals acquire, right? Either a podcast is doing well and they want to jump on it before anyone else does, or they want to be the first to break it. And the difficult thing about being the first to break it is networks lose so much money. It's called a lost leader. Basically, being able to say, oh, we have this show now and they're going to be great, but no one's ever heard it. Like a network unleashing a brand new show that doesn't exist. And
I mean, a lot of times I feel like that's what, unfortunately, has taken away from like just the average person starting a podcast.
Because all the famous people.
A lot of the networks want to bank on, well, this person has a celebrity, this much following. We should be getting this much traction on a brand new podcast. And to be fair, celebrities don't always resonate with like having really anything interesting to say for real.
I was talking to Donnell Rawlings today because he wants to come from LA and film in the studio. And he was like, bro, I'm so tired of people telling me like what my podcast is supposed to be because I'm like famous. He's like, I don't like give a fuck about that famous nigga shit. Like I'm a comedian at the end of the day. I'm a good interviewer and I know I am. And I want to produce a show that I want to do, not this like famous person show with like big guests. Like, nigga, I'm funny. Right. And I think that that's a really good leg to stand on. One, he's right. He is, iconic and funny, but it's true. Like, can you imagine being that big of a star and then someone's like, oh, this is what you should be doing because this is what what everybody else does, the Joe Rogans and this person and that person. It's like, it must suck because you're like, nigga, I just want a podcast. Because podcasting at its most natural state is, to me, no outline, almost like free flowing. I mean, Horrible Decisions has an outline, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not this.
I disagree fully with like now.
No, it has an outline, but it doesn't. I'm saying we have a thing that we do.
I think the shows without outlines are the ones that aren't getting the deals and the ones that aren't. Even Brilliant Idiots has a structure and outline. Joe has a structure and outline.
But that's what I'm saying. It's an outline, but not for real. Like we have a free flowing
I think what
conversation.
More so is
I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying. Like outline as far as like, we know what to expect at the top or the end of the show. That's what I meant by outline. Like, the way that we write it out, we never follow it like T to T to T. It's not the daily. It's not TED Talks, right? Like we have a freer flowing podcast and all of the popular ones the same. Dude, Bill Burr's podcast is 3 hours of nothing. And it's so good because you don't know what you're going to get next. Sometimes I think those structured ones, like you feel like you're almost watching a TV show. And that's what makes podcasting so cool is you get to listen to humans just talk and like talk about anything. There's things that you've said that you may not feel the same about anymore. Same for me, because who knows? I spent so many hours of my life talking. Like, this is just conversational shit.
I also want y'all to know, because again, I read y'all motherfucking comments. This isn't me arguing. I agree to disagree. The podcasts that I enjoy, the podcasts that I listen to as a consumer are structured. I know what I'm getting from the read.
What are those? What do you think?
I already said the read has a structured outline. I know I'm going to get the Black person, the Black excellence. I know I'm going to get the hot topics, and I know I'm going to get the listener letters and then the read. For Brilliant Idiots, I know I'm going to get the shit we don't care about tomorrow. I know I'm going to get their church announcements. I know I'm going to get, I like the segments with Joe Budden. I know I'm going to get the catch up of the week. Then they're going to dive into music. Then they're going to get into current events. And I know I'm ending with Sleeper.
So maybe I'm not thinking of outline in the way that you are.
But then I also listen to true crime. I love docuseries on podcasting. I love things that for sure are scripted. For sure there's a narrator. I love when there's music put in, when the tone changes.
Narrations and outlines are different.
The way that I listen to podcasting though, which is what I'm saying, there's been not one podcast, and I try to get into the new ones. Even if we get into fucking Poor Minds and what they've been able to do, if we get into Cocktails, who has also been on this show, every podcast that I actually feel like I can listen to on a weekly has segments that they stick to weekly. Does it flow like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, but there's a structure and there's an outline. And I know personally, I'm not listening to the Joe Rogans. I'm not listening to the Bill Burrs because I don't want to go into a podcast and not know what the fuck I'm listening to. I already listen to 6 podcasts minimum a week. I love knowing what I'm tuning in for.
So there's something interesting about that, because the reason that it's important to know what some of, just as this being our job, the Joe Rogans or the Bill Burrs or whatever, right? Like, they're in a category that
they're white
the
men.
ones we don't exist in,
They're
right?
white men, of course.
And so there is something, whether it's my demographic or not, that people are enjoying about it. And one thing I have learned, at least with Horrible Decisions, the best content from the show is not something we knew we were going to talk about. The best content I've seen on Brilliant, those moments that you cannot write down and create. That is what I'm talking about that makes podcasting so good. It's not the outliney shit. It's just not. It never will be. You know, like when you have to be so rigid and follow something, it may not come off as natural. To me, when I listen to a TED Talks or a Daily or True Crime, I feel like I'm listening to something heavily produced that could be TV, not almost podcasting, right? Because podcasting, I think of it as, The Read was probably the first podcast I really sunk my teeth into. And to me, I feel like I'm listening to two friends. Yeah, I know what they're going to talk about. People know we're going to talk about sex. I know I'm going to listen to hot topics, but it doesn't feel as rigid as a Daily or a TED Talk, right? And I think that's what I mean by like putting those parameters on podcasting makes it hard. When you have two people that don't need anything, whatever you came up with today, if your phone died and my phone died and we had no outline, the show would still go on because I'm good at my job and so are you, right? That's why we've done the show for 6 years. I don't think you can recreate things like this. That's why I think famous people are fucked with their show, because they've been making TV and having shit produced for them that they have to follow. And podcasting, my nigga, you can't just birth a good podcaster. You have it or you don't. That's what's cool about regular people like us, right? Making a podcast that aren't quote unquote celebrities. Like that is the real sauce. And that's how I'm able to like get in and maneuver in rooms and talk to someone that's huge. And I could still be like, oh, I'm here because, yeah, I did do that well at podcasting. I really think that those normal, quote unquote, people podcasters, and a lot of the true crime people are, which makes it even crazier to me that they haven't had some huge famous person do a true crime pod yet. But I love that about that. I felt like when I was listening to Deezus and Mero, like that's what I had. The Brilliant Idiots gives you that vibe, even though Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz are super famous. Joe Budden is a famous person that gave people that vibe. A lot of famous people cannot do that. That's why they're failing, bro. I think Joe Rogan too. I know people say he was famous before and the Fear Factor thing, but I really don't think people clicked on Joe Rogan for Joe Rogan. Do you?
I mean, he was
on our TV like for decades while we were growing.
And he did have a podcast for a long time.
And he had a podcast before podcasts were really, he's been doing that shit for a long time. So yeah, like,
he's a very good interviewer.
I just have a different perspective. I literally, if I have advice for anyone that's starting a podcast, I would never tell people, I don't care how fucking interesting they think they are. I would never, ever give the advice of someone to go into a room and sit in front of a mic and just talk without an outline.
I think you guys are comparing structures and segments. Two different
Well, structure, segment, regardless.
No, we are talking about two different things. Because I agree with that.
Yeah, but to me, you freestyle. But
I don't agree.
I can say today we're going to talk about politics. It's something very vague and it's just a topic, and then we free flow because we're opinionated people. However, and we have opinions, which I have friends who have worked on scripted pods with celebrities that literally are waiting for their scripts.
Right.
Because a lot of people also fear their opinion because it's
That's
going
why
out,
a lot of celebrity interviews can suck.
It's opening up the floodgates for people to not only share their opinion, but then receive the criticism. And a lot of people are not open to that. Right. But also, a lot of people don't have their own opinions. They're regurgitating things that they see on Twitter or from other podcasters. And now what's separating you from everyone else? But at the end of the day, if you live in fucking South Carolina and you and your homies are just sitting in front of a mic, what makes me want to listen to you more than anyone else? And I'm sorry, if I just tune in and you sitting here talking about nothing and I have no idea why I'm tuning into you, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tune back in.
That's what makes pop culture interesting, because I feel like people can only take probably one or two. At least I'm that person.
I got 4 or 5 in mind.
Like I don't want
has different.
Everyone has a different opinion.
Yeah, and I love.
But also, like, when you are someone that just starts one off, what's going to make me want to listen to you talk about it more than I do The Breakfast Club?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. See, the thing is,
and you have to have.
I really wanted.
Well, you're a podcaster. Bridget Kelly is a famous person. You were a podcaster and a good podcaster. Like,
yeah, but
you have a reputation for that.
Yeah, but I have a reputation for talking about sucking dick. I don't think anyone really cared necessarily.
I have a reputation for talking about sucking dick, but I'm also good at what the fuck I do.
But y'all both can go away from that.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone necessarily thought I could say much about music.
That's not true.
I mean, I'm just saying from what I've read, I don't think people thought much. People still call us, when they introduce us on other podcasts, we were just on Reasonably Shady. They said, we have the biggest hoes. Not that we have 2 women who have carved their way out in podcasting and are great at what the fuck they do. No, we're still getting introduced on other podcasts as hoes.
But why would that bother you?
People. It's not bothering me.
But like, people are bringing horrible on.
But it's not bothering me. What I'm just saying is in this space, and you can feel free to give your advice on podcasting. What you've been able to do and where you take your podcasting career is different than where I'm taking my podcast career. We both, the same way when we sat on Brilliant Idiots, fucking Charlemagne lives by audio and swears by audio. Andrew Schultz lives and swears by video. Right. They both are phenomenal at what the fuck they do, and they're geniuses in their respective pockets. And I think it's the same for us. So I just want to agree to disagree. But I personally listen to 5 or 6 current event music-based podcasts during the week. And I love it because I know I'm going to get a different opinion from those people.
You know what's crazy? I don't listen to podcasts anymore.
I do. My friends hate it. My homegirl, we just went to Aruba. She was at my house for a week. I'm doing my makeup to podcast. She's like, bro, can we turn on some Afro beats?
I feel that.
Literally, all my friends listen to. She was like, is this Joe? Oh, they're kind of interesting. She knows Ish, and so we're listening to Joe's pod. This is when I was where were we? Where did me and Crystal just go? Somewhere. But I had her listen to Joe. My friends know if you with me and the Bluetooth is mine, baby, we're listening to people talk while we're getting ready.
I do like hearing people talk because music is annoying, but I've learned over the years that podcasting, for me, what makes me so different is that I don't replay. And Brianda and I were talking about this because Brianda
replay what?
So I can't listen back.
Listen to another episode.
I won't replay myself. I won't.
I don't listen to myself ever.
I don't. But a lot of people replay, right? And especially in the beginning. I don't replay. I don't listen to other podcasts because I want to be the most natural that I can be. In the beginning, I really wanted to learn a lot about podcasting, so I was listening to a lot. But I would catch myself maybe even saying something that I didn't even realize. Like, it could almost seem like you're stealing something, but you're really not. You just listen to something for hours, so you may repeat the same joke. And like, I'm never going to be the person that can do that. Like, that's so embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I choose not to. And it's funny because Alex said to me the other day something about so-and-so who records here. I was like, really? And he was like, nigga, do you fucking listen to podcasts? I was like, no. Fucking work with 40 hours a week during podcasting, horrible decisions, for fact's sake, the Patreon for both. And then on top of that, owning the studio, like, I get really scared that I will turn into a podcast like robot. So
I'm that.
I try to like just do my best and like.
I literally wake up and read Pod News. So Pod News is
what is that?
It's a Twitter.
Listen, but no. Right? I'm subscribed. It goes to my email. So before I do literally anything, I wake up and I read Pod News. So Pod News is, I want to say they're connected to Pod People. I'm not sure. But I learn about all of the acquisitions. I learn about the different trends in the industry. That's where I just came out with this, like when I said the stat earlier. I know who's buying who. And when I was in accounting, I used to want to be in mergers and acquisitions. So the same way Stitcher is now a part of Sirius XM, shout out to Stitcher. And
mergers and acquisitions is something that's really good to listen to, pay attention to if you buy stocks and if you invest.
Yeah. So the way that it's Midroll, Stitcher, and Sirius, that is all like a merger and acquisition.
Right.
The way that Spotify bought mad shit.
Yep.
So mind you, as a podcaster, I'm looking because now I'm seeing where the money's going.
Right.
And it's why, shout out to who we just signed with. I was able to get like a 7-figure deal. Like it's fucking just knowing the landscape of what you're doing. I think it's the same whether you're in corporate, if you are in finance, you want to see where everything is changing. I
think those are two different things.
Well,
like,
no, when I was
you should definitely like know about
your
the landscape.
industry.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's just I can't listen to it as entertainment anymore because I'm an entertainer and I feel like I'm like I got to be as natural as I can. I remember when I started my TV show, because that to me was a milestone, and I was like, this has got to be good. I maybe wanted to watch a few episodes of people that have shows like mine or comps, which is something you can compare it to, right? If you've ever like made a deck for something, you might put a comp of what it is. And so when I watched some of the comps, I was like, oh nigga, I can't watch this anymore. Because now my mannerisms are going to look like this person, or I'm going to try to like fix what I'm doing. Like I can only be Weezy. And if I'm not her, then like this isn't what these people paid for me for. This isn't why people are going to tune into it. I'm going to start turning into something else. Like it's a hard like give and take, because even for Audible, I'm working on producing podcasts for one of the biggest fucking Black directors. Like he's 100 millionaire a million times over. People are waiting to see what he's making next. And this is his first time doing podcasts. And like, how can I not listen to it? But I'm terrified that I will make it sound like another one. And it's that, like, it's this thin line of how can I learn and not emulate?
Like you want to find inspiration outside of the realm that you're already in.
Yeah. How can you really, and inspiration's a big deal too. When people say that, horrible decisions inspired them, I always am grateful. But at the same time, if I see they have a sex podcast, I'm like, well, how is it different? If we made you want to make one, not on some hate, but really just curious. Like, How did it inspire you to make something different? And I think my most impressive moments I've had when people have told me that, or when, like, I had a dude that has a wrestling podcast that told me that. And I was like, horrible decisions, huh? And he was like, oh yeah, like that is a podcast that I was just like, I want to be just like that. And you're talking about sports. That's dope as fuck. And that's why it is important to listen to like things outside of yourself, And I want everyone to know too, like, I think that obviously the average person listening may not be a podcaster, but this is also super relative in any kind of like corporate work you could be doing. You should check out what other people are doing. When I worked for telecommunications, I wanted to know how much everybody else was getting paid for the same title that I had in other fucking companies so that I could use that to my benefit. We've always got to make sure like you kind of check that out. And even if it's not because you may want to leave a place, it's just so because you can never be the okie doke. Like, it takes nothing to soak up as much info as you can. Like, I'm the person that like listens to books about how to be a fucking millionaire. And now I'm like, well, if $1 million is easy to get, what comes after that? And how do you keep it growing? Like, we have to make sure that we're always feeding ourselves that, because I want to flex for the rest of my life on Instagram, and whatever app will come after that.
That being said, would you guys say at least that you agree that not just anyone could hop on mic?
100%.
Oh, of course.
We have guests
because
all
I
the
feel
time
like that's
that,
what
like,
you guys agree.
I mean, well, no. I mean, for sure. Not just anybody can be. I mean, to me, honestly, anyone can sit in front of a mic. Yes. Can anyone be successful and monetize a podcast? No. But anyone can sit in front of a mic and talk. Absolutely.
Because I gave you guys kudos, probably I think it was yesterday, is that you guys hold up a whole structure, right? But let's say if you guys go freeform, like let's say that, well, the episode that just came out, right? You guys go freeform, but under the horrible branding and umbrella. And you guys know how to stick to it. A lot of people that I've seen across my time just kind of talk and that's it. And it's like, that's
or they yell at the
like
mic.
That episode, we're joking about no outline, but that episode still had
there's still a format.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's still a format. But then there's also segments too, where I understand in your world where it's like the outline, at least, and I've always said this to everybody who comes to the studio, an outline always brings you back to the show. And then you guys know how to end instead of you're just lost looking for stuff.
The hardest thing is realizing you're talking to a friend. There's so many times I get on IG Live and I make jokes about me thinking I'm on FaceTime. And it's because I forget there's people there. You almost kind of have to low-key entertain them. Sometimes I forget that there's cameras here, right? And those things can also make you good at the job. But with podcasting in particular, there's nothing worse than like hearing something that's mundane, something that goes over too long. And when people don't know how to snowballing into it could be like trying to think.
It's not swapping cum in this.
I mean, I was about to turn this back into horrible decisions.
Right?
Like snowballing, guys, is when you're swapping cum in
it's
each
like
other's
a really
mouths.
good date that you cannot stop talking on, and one thing leads to one thing and leads to one thing. That's a good podcast. That's a fucking podcast for real. What like and to me, I think the masters of that shit, they're just improv geniuses, are Jesus and Mero. A lot of people do it well, but them niggas can take a fucking. You could say any word and they will.
There's also Yatu as well.
I agree.
Yeah,
we just have to
Yatu
limit it to the
killed
confines of cum and pegging. Anyway, speaking of all of that nasty shit, the vanilla shit for this week is something that I found on Hollywood Unlocked or one of those fucking things. But there's a woman that has 2 vaginas. Now, what about these 2 pussies makes them so special? An Australian woman went viral on OnlyFans after fans and subscribers discovered her interesting and unique biological trait, 2 vaginas. She reportedly learned she had a uterus Delphus during a doctor's visit. And according to the Mayo Clinic, they're very rare, and they have 2 small tubes that make a uterus and a fetus.
But it's inside of her, so it ain't 2 holes? Damn, I thought this was way more interesting. I read the headline, and I was like, damn, that bitch got 2 pussies and an asshole.
But here's the tea about the 2 pussies. So basically, she was told her condition after a failed relationship, and she was an escort. Okay. So in sex work, she felt that it was easier to mentally believe that she was using one of her pussies for work, and the other. When I got into a relationship,
her shaming herself, like. You know what? My pussy just can't be empowered to do sex work and do it in my personal.
Also, when you tell a nigga, this your pussy.
Which one?
That's crazy.
Now, this is what she says, quote, when I got into a relationship, it was better for me to separate the 2, one for work and one for personal life. And it was a lot easier emotionally and physically for me. And after I quit this, I started OnlyFans and I was filming adult content with both vaginas. And to me, it's my normal. I never really thought it was that intriguing. I guess not many people can say they use one for work and one for personal. I feel like that about a lot of things, like phones, computers.
If y'all could have an extra titty, pussy, or booty hole, which one would you choose?
Booty hole.
Why?
Because I probably wouldn't be that constipated.
Oh, so you think you'd shit from both holes?
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier. Get in and out.
What about you, Mandii?
I definitely don't want an extra booty hole.
Ooh, maybe 2 throats.
Oh, okay, let's have
That'd be
throats.
fun. Why are you laughing?
Would you put it?
You know what? Actually, 2
throats?
throats might be.
What would you succeed with 2 throats?
2 dicks in my throat?
Hello.
And what's crazy is like,
that was a dumb question.
Real quick, have you ever, Eddin too, think about it. Do you know how kinky it could be too? Have you ever put your thumb in a booty hole while you was fucking the pussy? And you could feel your thumb through that little lining, right?
Right.
If I had 2 throats, the dicks is gonna feel each other, but not really feel
No, it's like DPing. They feel each other.
You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna feel each other, but not because it's gonna be a lining. It's gonna
Right.
separate.
Oh my God, is that me? Oh no. Oof.
Do you smell?
God, I thought I smelled something. I was like, I smelled something strong. It was the alcohol.
Wait, now that I think about it, yeah, what am I? I forgot I wasn't drinking.
I was like, ooh, it's strong.
Okay, so
like,
2
damn,
throats and
am I
then
not
2 booty
drinking?
holes.
You said what?
2 throats and 2 booty holes.
2 throats? You really want 2 booty holes? You don't even get a nigga don't even get in one of your booty holes. What you gonna do with 2?
By the way, the hood niggas.
He went in it?
No, he's like really been like finger on my ass. Like he got just big hands. He's big, and
Wait, what do you mean?
You fucking a fat
tall.
nigga?
No, tall.
Sorry.
Not that I wouldn't.
I was like, damn girl, you got like TSA Bay? Like Issa did?
Yo.
To be honest, BDD got a dad bod. Not no more. He got a dad bod sometimes, and I like that shit.
He has a dad bod sometimes?
I guess so.
Cause like he'll go like in and out of like super crazy gym shit, and then he'll just get heavy into work.
Damn.
And when he gets heavy into work, he'll just get dad bod on me.
I feel you.
But he's big though. He's
You like dad bod?
yeah.
A lot of women love dad bod, by the way.
I'm just still,
Huh?
A lot of women.
I don't know how in my
You
30s
dad
I'm
bod.
still so shallow. My niggas be fine.
I don't like super ripped.
I mean, I get it though.
but
like you saw how like that nigga half a century, and you see my nigga,
He's built.
half a century
Built.
is crazy.
He's like that's crazy, bro.
that sounds like a clothing line.
Niggas like, no, that's Century 21, bitch. Oh, you not thinking Century 21?
I wasn't.
Oh, nah, but like for a nigga to be half a century and still be good, I be like,
I'm not talking. But see,
I literally listen. When
ripped is different.
Nah, when we be done fucking and I just be looking at him, I be like, babe, I'm gonna get back in the gym too. I am. I'm gonna get, cause he just so fine. And
so
I'm just
Old
like,
Bay is super ripped, and I don't like it. He's fucking
What's wrong with that?
crazy ripped, crazy muscular. Like he's an Equinox every fucking day. Like he's just like almost like too perfect body. And
That's insane. Too perfect.
Is that real? Like real?
he doesn't have
definitely
body
can't
fat,
tell you.
bro. Like the nigga don't have body fat. It's crazy.
That's cool. I
He's
mean,
super lean.
must be nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's too perfect.
Must be nice.
I'm about to get lipo, nigga. You think I want to see this?
No, but that's great. Now you guys will have like.
You have something to look at while you're fucking.
I mean, I don't be wanting to look at shit.
like-
I just want to be fucked. Just put that dick in my pussy, nigga. I ain't trying to look at nothing. Actually, I'm like, I want to look at the galaxy lights. But I don't be trying to look at him. Damn.
Oh dear. Well,
Not oh dear.
horrible decision for this week.
Wait, we skipping hors d'oeuvre? Okay. All right.
The only one hors d'oeuvres like we could kind of do. I was reading on Pornhub, even though I already do it. Somebody was like, "Oh, if you watch this porn with no sound, it's easier to imagine yourself in it and like imagine the sounds." And
I ain't gonna hold you. Nah, I talked about this years ago. Bitch, I need sound. Like it's
Same.
so
Me
bad.
I don't like when they dub it.
I ain't even gonna hold you. You know how much sound I need?
What porn you be watching?
Bitch,
that
I be
is
putting my porn on
The
the
Bluetooth?
Alexa. Bitch, it be surround sound
That's too
porn.
much.
No, it's not. I be like, Alexa, volume 8, not 10,
That's
just 8.
too
Oh, 10 is
And
wild.
I like hearing, like all through my house. That shit be sounding like,
Calm down.
it sound like it's virtual reality. I be like, is somebody in my living room?
You know what's crazy? I don't even like porn
ooh.
too loud. No matter where I am, because I feel like I have to
I
turn it
love
down.
loud porn. And now I ain't gonna hold you. I finally got comfortable, like with my cat being on the end of my bed while I play with myself.
Oh no.
Because I just be like, Bodie, you just know what it is. Because he be humping.
Now that's too pussy.
Nah, he be humping like my blanket. So I feel like I got a little horny ass cat anyway. And I be like, damn, Bodie, you just gonna hunch the goddamn comforter in front of me. So now I just be like, Bodie, you just know what it is. I moan in front of him and everything now. I used to not, but I do now.
You think Bodie judges you?
No, I think he just be like, God damn, bitch. Because you should see.
You might need to get a two-bed.
He literally sits outside of my bedroom now when I have sex.
Get Bodie
He
in the
doesn't come
living
into the room anymore, thank God. Because I think he just want to make sure I'm still alive.
I think
I
he
be
done seen a
screaming.
lot.
And he just be looking at me like, I be getting up ready to fucking go wipe the, I got to piss because you got to piss between rounds, ladies. That's
Yes.
going to be my hors d'oeuvre. You don't want a goddamn UTI after fucking too much.
No, see,
So I'll go to the bathroom and piss, and that nigga will be right there just looking like, damn, bitch, you gonna keep going.
Wait,
too,
but
ain't you?
he be looking at, see, the reason my dog doesn't look at me when I'm screaming is because I be on the phone loud as fuck. So she's used to me being like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but there's no other person. He sees a
But
whole other person.
She don't see
there.
no other person either.
When I'm getting fucked, there's a whole other person.
Oh, we're getting fucked.
Talking about getting fucked, he be outside. When I masturbate, he on the bed with me.
he wants to keep you company.
He does. And then one time, the nigga just wanted to be petted like I wasn't playing under the fucking covers. And the nigga plopped out. I said, Bodie, now, bitch, you know I'm motherfucking busy right now. And the nigga wanted to just pop up and fucking, he started purring and wanted to get pet. I said, I'm petting the other pussy right now. You better take your
my
motherfucking ass home.
God.
I was so mad. I said, now you know what I'm doing because I do this quite often. Why do you think you
This
could
is
just come
so
up?
white.
I mean-
this is the whitest thing. Like, this is white.
Nina's never come up to you while you're playing with your pussy?
Absolutely not.
Yes, Nina has.
No, she has not.
I could see you giving your fingers to
Oh,
Nina
my
the leg.
Oh my God.
I would never. That
You're
is
like,
my
Nina, you
child.
want to taste something?
Nina
That's
spit.
my child.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
Okay, I didn't know.
Also, cats just jump over everything and on the tables too. That's why you can't eat food.
No, Bodie know not to get up there. Well, I don't eat at my table. I eat in the living room. I have the little things that you fold open and like they used to have in the old.
It's giving.
Really? You ain't shit.
What is this? Or maybe it's one of Mandy's blonde hairs.
Wow.
My cat is blonde
Do you
too.
ever do both?
Do I ever do what?
Like dye your pussy?
No, I ain't dime. You think I'm finna put bleach down by my pussy?
I'm
Is
sure
it
people do
bleach?
it.
It is bleach. That is how we color our hair.
I mean, I'm sure that can't be good for your pussy, but I'm sure people do it.
No, I don't think anyone does it. Like, you have a pH.
People do it. That's not true. People do it.
I think people do it.
And they bleach their asshole too.
I
Well,
mean, yeah, people
bleaching
do-
your
yeah,
asshole,
bleach
cool, but bleaching your pubic hairs, no.
Remember Samantha on Sex and the City did it? I'm Bozo the Bush.
No, that was a script. I don't know if she I don't think she really.
No, I'm saying people do it.
I don't know who. Can we get that person on? Because I would like to know
Hold on.
where their pH level is and how they burn their
Is
partners.
it safe to bleach my pubic hairs? ?
Oh, hold on.
See,
Check
It
this
says
out.
yes.
Dear
Oh wow,
color-
they have it.
Dear colored hairs, thanks to the advances of modern science and research, pubic hair can now be safely dyed to match the color of the hair on your head or to shock the eye.
safely with what? What's the chemical?
Betty Beauty, the first dye available specifically
This is
for
not an
pubic
ad.
hair, is not an ad. P.S. though, is formulated for dyeing pubic hair without irritation.
Okay, it's probably like some Halloween
actual-
shit. Like a rinse.
Not some Halloween. Are you doing that on Halloween? Just dyeing your pubic hair?
Not part
No,
of the
but like I
Are you
won't even put
are you
colored
gonna give it?
contacts
Are you gonna give it a nice ombre so it can match your hair?
What color would you dye your pubes?
in. That's what I was just thinking about.
Green?
It's like
No,
a
brown.
pink.
You would have pink pubes.
You would have
That'd be
brown
fine.
pubes?
Huh? But it gotta be hot pink.
My pubes are already brown.
They are? Mine are black.
So am I.
They're dark brown.
Damn, now everybody knows their pubes colors.
I mean, I think they're. Oh, I just shaved. I forgot because I felt like I really wanted to like ride some face tonight. So I was like,
Okay.
you know what? Let me be considerate and shave this thing a little bit.
You gotta get waxed, bro.
I'm not getting a wax, bro. I just do the Venus Extra Glide. This is not an ad. And it's probably not Extra Glide, but it say Glide something. It's Venus Glide.
Is that the one with the song? I'm your Venus.
I'm your fire.
Your desire.
And I am their desire with this shaved coochie,
Hey.
bitch.
Yo, can
I
I,
don't
be
need
honest
the
with
wax.
you? Razors are so expensive. Tell you how I
Bro,
know.
Are.
$20.
Yeah.
20.
I had
With
to
a good
get
razor. If your
fucked really
razor
quick.
isn't 40, at least $20, don't put it near your coochie.
No, it's too cold. It's too cold to be like walking over to get the cheap razors. That's why I had to go to the bodega. So like I have a Walgreens that's maybe like a 7-minute walk.
Okay.
But the bodega is a 1-minute walk. So I go in there. I was like, "Can I get a razor, please?" And he said it was $21.99. And I said, "Stop." No. I literally said no. And he laughed like, "So then don't buy it." I said, "Come on. $21? It was only one in there, Mandii."
Bro, you are wearing Bottegas and a Rolex watch, and you can't spend $20 on a motherfucking razor?
You know,
Was it a
Harry Coochie.
Bottega fucking... It wasn't Givenchy.
It was probably Gillette or Venus.
It wasn't Valentino Venus. Okay? It was not.
You don't have a hairy coochie.
Well, I sure did.
By the way, do
That
y'all
nigga
ever
ain't give
get
a
sugared?
fuck.
I've never been sugared, no.
My friend does sugaring.
Oh, I did sugaring once. I didn't like it.
You said you didn't. Yeah, I think you talked about it. on
Well,
the show.
so does it feel different on your pussies?
They basically
I
like
wouldn't
put
know.
it on and then they like have to roll it really fast to like get the hair off.
Oh.
It's like tearing your coochie hairs out with fucking sugar.
It's like it's a very deep exfoliation. The lady, shout out to Usha, My Brows on 33rd Street. If anyone saw me get my pussy waxed on Sex Sells, that was who it was.
Cool.
She does sugaring. She does gold vajacials. Like she does a bunch of shit. But her most popular is just like regular wax.
Gold vajacials. You hear all this shit that she's spending money on, but she stops
Not
at
a razor.
$21.99 razor. You hear, dog, Wolf's face is like, yeah, this
Oh,
ain't adding up.
Let me tell you
this ain't
something.
adding up,
Let me
player.
tell you how ridiculously
You're not
cheap
pushing P.
the cheap luxury. No,
Sorry.
I hate that shit. It's so dumb.
What?
I might be dead by the time this episode comes out.
I mean, why?
Pushing P.
Yeah, you're not doing it, player.
I will never will.
Clearly, because you won't pay $21.99 on a razor.
So this is how cheap I am.
Oh, we know.
I bought a bottle after the live show in LA.
She's also popping bottles. Buy bottles.
No. This is how the story goes. At the Continental Club, they bring the receipt, and I said, "What the fuck is this? I thought the bottle was $300. Why is it $347? Because it wasn't with gratuity." And she's like,
Tax.
"Oh, it's for the it was for the juices and water." I said, "You need to take it off." That's
But you
ridiculous.
drank it, right?
you should
But
be
you drank it,
including
right?
the juice with the goddamn bottle.
Yeah, that's kinda
You guys
wild.
were just going to hand me the bottle. And she's like, oh, well, we do cranberry and pineapple, but you wanted grapefruit. Bitch, I don't give a shit.
Grapefruit is extra. So is Red Bull. So is the water.
I understand Red Bull's extra. And that's exactly why
Grapefruit is luxury.
It was Aaron,
Luxury,
Dennis, and
right?
someone else. One of my friends, I said, look, no, let's just do one. Top it off.
Yo.
Nigga, I ain't drink. No.
But you asked for it, so you damn sure should have been the one to pay for it.
I paid for it, but I just let her know, like, you need to take it off. And like, she was kind of laughing like it's funny, and I don't understand what's funny.
Oh, I would have laughed at you too.
She
No,
was like,
bitch.
girl, and I'm like, bitch, no. I tip well, but I don't give regular money well. Nigga, because I'm for real. Like, I want to always make sure I take care of service people because like they deserve it. Because someone else,
Not all of them do.
Someone
They
else
do, but
before
they
me was
don't.
probably a piece of shit, which is why. And they're cute.
Which is why, by the way, fuck you pussy assholes who don't be listening. When I talked about what happened in Aruba, I said we tipped 10%, and someone decided to say that's so ghetto not to tip at all. 10% is not tipping at all. My goodness fucking gracious. I will tip low before I don't tip at all. But you're not getting 20% plus. Like, I'll tip 25, 30%, especially because I used to bartend. So I love someone who goes out of their way. And I really only get that service when I like go to Atlanta. Here, New York, y'all,
I have good like
God damn, New York, y'all making this shit hard for me. Cause like I wanna tip you because I know like this is a lot, but it's like they just don't give a fuck no more. But just so y'all know, please listen to the words coming out of our motherfucking mouths. Don't be adding shit. Don't be ad-libbing me. I just said I have no problem tipping 10%.
Sometimes 10% is a lot in another country though.
Bro, in the other countries, they get paid enough to where you're not supposed to tip, and I still tip when I go out of town. Like out of the country,
tip when I go out of town,
I
but
still tip.
I'm just saying, like some 10 in other countries, good. 20 is very different.
But it's because it's because service industry here, they will be making $2 and change an hour.
But here's the thing about
Overseas, they're
tipping
making
here, though.
$20 an hour.
The only thing I will say, you have to know when you are going out. Like, I don't think like, oh, like this person's going to be like deserving of this or that, because you should be adding it on. We know that when we're going out and having a service, especially in this pandemic, you should just automatically add 20%.
Oh, yeah, if I'm spending $200, I'm spending $240.
Right.
I already know that.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
So,
that
like,
math like the back of my hand.
I think that because it's easy math, Mandii.
No, it's not for everybody. Bitch, do you know how many times I go out? This is why I don't do birthday dinners no more. Do you know how many times I go out with bitches and no one knows how to calculate what the fucking tip is?
I hate that
and
shit.
no one includes the tip and what the fuck.
There's apps
If
on
your
your
portion
phone.
of
Not
the bill,
y'all niggas acting like N-words.
if your
Stop.
portion of the bill is $50, you're putting in 60. That's just what it is.
Yeah, that
No,
makes sense.
motherfuckers don't know that. And then technically you really should be putting in like 64 because there's tax.
Right.
So no, people
Well,
don't
I'll tell
know
you where
that.
you don't need to
People
invite
don't
me
know
to a
that
birthday
easy
dinner
math,
too.
bro.
Don't invite me to no motherfucking catch steak.
I love catch steak. Oh
That
my God.
shit
What is
was
that?
$1,200.
Oh my God.
Okay, never mind. Don't tell me about
I just went to catch steak like I went 3 times within 1 week. I went
Glad you're rich.
and got Wagyu. Well, no, the first time it was
go
on
back to the Wagyu.
no, nigga. We had the Wagyu and someone else paid for it and it was delicious.
Oof.
But then I realized when I went again and paid for it myself, it wasn't as good.
Yeah, yeah.
I realized that the Wagyu bitch tastes so good when someone else paid for it. But I had went through this Wagyu stage because that was like, I was like, okay.
Should be
let's
small
go.
too.
Bro, you pay per
Ounce.
per slice,
Yeah.
per ounce, like per ounce. And we got a lot. And it was a lot. It was a lot. But also they have this bluefin crudo with truffle oil. Bitch,
Bluefin crudo's good.
Oh my motherfucking
You want to hack?
God.
If anyone wants to,
I don't even know what the fuck
Wagyu,
bluefin is. But it was
it's
good.
the best kind of like meat you can get in the States. It's Japanese, whatever.
The one I
and
had
now it
there-
refers to sometimes even the cut because they can't get the cows from Japan. But long story short, if you really want a good soft and cheap steak,
my God.
you don't want to
It
get
tastes like
filet,
butter.
get hanger steak.
Oh, yeah.
If you can't afford a filet on the menu, you see hanger steak is generally going to be just as soft and just as tasty. Like that's my little luxurious hack. Cause I love a hat.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now, bitch, don't ever order the skirt. Cause that shit be rough and thin as fuck. That shit is this rug. Y'all see this rug? I don't know if y'all can see
First
this.
of all, bitch, don't be talking shit about my studio.
That's crazy.
No, I'm
It's
saying
expensive.
skirt steak is rough
This thin
and
rug.
thin. And
The
it doesn't-
rug is fucking fluffy and furry.
Okay, well,
In fact, sometimes I sleep there.
It is my rug.
I'm just saying. It's giving skirt steak.
All right. Let's get into the horrible decisions this week, which is the craziest OnlyFans requests. So I got this compilation from some Twitter mentions I saw, some Reddits, and some really like funny stories about women that work for OnlyFans and the shit that people have asked for. So, with OnlyFans news, when it broke that they wouldn't do porn anymore, there was a woman who got on there that was a really popular porn star, and she wanted to try to transition her fans early. So she started acting like a dog on OnlyFans.
I think we talked about this.
It was making $100K.
Yes.
Now, when that happened, she literally stopped making porn, started making $100K being a dog, and then when it was brought back, niggas was like, well, we want to see your pussy again. And she was like, no. And her fucking stocks plummeted. And it all started from a request she had years before. And she was finally like, all right, well, fuck it. No more porn. I'm going to act like a dog. This one I thought was crazy too. A woman says a man requested her to record herself making brownies at her house, naked, of course. But before she put them in the oven, he wanted her to shit on them and send them to him. Now, how much would you charge for that?
So, like, she didn't bake them and she just shat on them?
Yeah, shit on them and then bake them.
Oh.
Bake the shit.
Oh, God. But what about her oven?
I mean, maybe it kills the bacteria or whatever.
Nah, but then your oven going to smell like shit.
Would it?
Yeah, 100%. Why would you do that?
How much would you charge for a shit brownie?
10,000.
For someone to just eat it?
No.
For me to eat it?
No.
To just make it?
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't hear it?
Oh, I could put some shit in some brownies.
No. This guy wants her to make a video making brownies, but she's to shit on them before they go in the oven.
And then you send it to him.
So it's just the video.
So you also have to add
there's a video
on
now in the cloud of me shitting on a brownie?
You send him the brownie. That's it. No video.
Yeah, because the video part.
But it has to be your shit.
But you also have to play shipping.
Bitch, I'm going to put Bodie shit in that. Fuck you mean? He ain't going to know the difference. It's going to be
I don't know. It's going to be like little pebbles.
Cat shit might be.
Cat shit is different? Okay. How much would I charge to shit in a brownie
What's the
for a nigga
lowest
to
you'd
eat?
go?
Bitch.
3 G's?
Oof.
Why do you be throwing out numbers? Because if mine is lower, now you make me sound like a cheapo, and I don't like that shit.
Oh, it was 500,
Bitch,
wasn't
I
it?
ain't even gonna hold you the cost of my Wagyu steak or something like that. Like, I'll do it. Let me see. I'll do it about 700 or whatever.
I was going to say 15.
And ain't nobody gotta know. 700. Yeah, that's like the cost of some red bottoms. I'm cool with 700.
Okay.
Cool with 700. If it's on video, where possibly it could be leaked from the cloud and now it ends up on that fucking drive where everyone sees all the OnlyFans videos and now everyone can see me shit on a brownie.
I couldn't do it if that was
Nah, bruh.
Podcast sensation, Mandii B,
50
shits and brownies.
50 G's.
I don't even think 50 is enough.
Man, I'll tell you 50 G's. It doesn't matter. I will reinvest
it. Will never go away.
Once I'm a millionaire.
Into what? A toilet?
I don't give a fuck. Once I'm a millionaire, bajillionaire, bagillionaire, do you think I give a fuck if y'all see me shit? All y'all motherfucking shit. So?
There's a lot of millionaires. It is. I'm telling you, no. We walk amongst them. I don't want. No.
I ain't gonna hold you. And okay, I'm gonna admit, because I was curious.
Uh-oh.
When Soulja Boy was trending, right?
Okay.
He's a millionaire. That nigga had ringtones before ringtones was a thing. That nigga has an OnlyFans now. Whole dick out, curve and all. That shit kind of swole too.
I saw it, but you gotta
the
remember
dick look
too,
good.
It's not that. I don't think it's the money at that point. I think you kind of like enjoy that shit.
Nah, these celebrities gotta be doing it for money, bro.
He's doing it for money, but I'm just saying, like, there's a different type of circumstance here. A lot of people do OnlyFans because they don't have a choice. Soulja Boy got a choice, nigga, and he got a big ass dick and he wanted to show it off. Because I'm gonna tell you what happened after I saw that dick. I was like, he corny, but
they big. You got the pipe.
It's cheesy, but like that's it. That's that big dick shit. He know he be looking nuts, but he don't care because he got a big old dick. That dick is huge.
That dick is big.
Okay, next one.
Damn.
A woman charged $832 for a custom video. 1 hour long.
Wait, say that number again.
$832.
Where the fuck do people be coming up with these numbers?
I don't know.
It's the taxes. It's the Wagyu steak.
1 hour long, involved doing a blog style of her shopping, buying the most dick-shaped fruits she could find, washing them, and fucking herself with them with a condom on, while also cooking and prepping food in an apron that said "slut for cock."
You did
Then,
this.
after I fucked myself with the vegetables, he requested I cut them up, cook, and eat them. Honestly, it was actually really fun, and I enjoyed doing it.
So I ain't gonna hold you.
These are by verified OnlyFans girls.
I ain't gonna hold you. I would do that.
Me too.
For my nigga.
But now
For the free.
But now
Fuck
the
an $8.32.
I don't know.
I would legit. First off, you put a cucumber in your pussy for free.
I know.
As a child.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't a child.
Was an adolescent. No. What, bro? You shared this already on the pod, bro.
You had that cucumber pussy?
But you did it for free.
I really think we ate it. I really think it ended up being a salad. I put it back.
See what I mean? And then you ate it and it was in your pussy.
It was gone. Don't make this the clip, sick.
No, please make this.
How far are we into this? I'm done.
54.
Jesus
no, we're not done yet. Keep going.
This is so embarrassing. Okay.
Y'all see how she like to end the episodes, y'all? This her.
No, because I'm embarrassed now.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
I like being ganged up on. Okay.
You the one who put the fucking cucumber in your pussy, not us.
I had a guy ask for panties that I peed that had peed and shit on them, and he wanted proof of me doing it all. It was my first week, so it was like without boundaries at that point, and I did it. But when he received them, he sent me a video putting them on his face, and I definitely undercharged him. The next one, I was asked to dry hump a pillow for 10 minutes.
A what?
What?
Dog, I don't understand why you can't say this word, bro. Look, not editing me at the same time. You heard it, right?
Yeah.
A palo.
A palo?
A palo.
Isn't that shit on 125th?
Dog. I don't know why she can't get this word right, bro. She want to talk about me with libido and motherfucking barrette. But bitch, at least those are still words in some.
Libido's pretty crazy though.
Palo is not a word.
Libido is worse than palo.
Bro,
Palo. You know how many times you say libido?
Hold on, let me see how my mom says it.
Bro, it is pillow.
Because maybe that's where I get it
You know how
from.
many times you say pillow in a
Maybe it's my
lifetime?
father.
Are you going to say, Mom, how do you say palo? Like.
What's that? Mom, what's that thing you sleep on?
Yeah.
Ask her that.
Ask her. What
Okay. Damn, she might say pillow.
I just tried to call my mom. With COVID, she ain't answer either. Oh.
Okay, I'm recording the podcast, but we have a question.
What is it? What?
No, okay,
Mama
the thing
Joe.
that you sleep on, you like to have a lot of these, right? You like to have 10 of them. You always call the hotel and request for more. What are they called?
Pillows.
She says it
It's
right,
pillows.
bitch. She at least says it right.
Everybody's laughing because I say pillow.
She says palo, like with an A.
Like palo.
Look, even your mama laughing at you, bitch.
All right, bye.
Bro.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, so go reread it. It's okay.
Okay.
Say the P word.
Fuck, I lost it. Wait.
Not Weezy pushing P.
Pushing.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Go, my bad.
Okay.
Pushing palo.
I was asked to dry hump a PILLW. Damn, I spelled it wrong too. For 10 minutes while my panties were still on, repeatedly saying the sub's name and farting. And I can't fart on command, so I just blew raspberries on my arm and charged $40 for it.
Oh,
That's smart.
that's
Yeah. Like that's what she's saying. Like another very regular tipper asked to see the video because it sounded funny, and I got another $50 from it.
But wait, can you blow on your arm? My shit didn't work. We're not. We clearly can't have an OnlyFans. Hey, when y'all are asking why we don't have an OnlyFans, this is why we can't even blow farts out on our arms.
If I ever made an OnlyFans, I would want to do some shit like cook and wear like panties or something.
That's no one wants to see you make your fucking avocado toast, bro.
I do gumbo.
Do you?
Now I make a lot of fish now.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten red meat in a long time.
Is that right?
Is your man pescatarian?
Huh? Pescatarian?
Maybe
No.
Lambo is.
I just been trying to lose weight.
Lambo eat fried chicken, fried hard, don't he?
First of all, that nigga got a vegan pizza when we were at Soho House the other day, and I said, "Excuse me." He was like, "Shit tastes good as fuck."
A vegan pizza?
That nigga live in LA.
That
bitch.
cashew
I don't
cheese
know.
be hitting, bro.
Okay,
That is disgusting.
he's probably lost his edge. Honestly,
That is disgusting.
he lives in Beverly Hills. Like he's losing it. Like I'm telling you, there's moments where he'll like talk about some of the shit he be doing with his kids, and I'll be like, that sounds too rich. Where is the guy who left the gun under my bed? Anyway, a guy. This was before OnlyFans, but a guy's offered me $500 to video myself fishing and then rubbing the fish on my body. I did not do it.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, how
bitch.
much dollars?
Nope,
$500.
that's not enough. Hell no, that's not enough. Not for me to catch E. coli or whatever them fishes be having.
A guy contacted me because he wanted to pay $800 a month for daily pooping videos, shitting on the floor, cleaning my ass.
I ain't gonna hold you. Every day at 8:17, right after my coffee.
That's very
I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, nigga could be on a schedule with this shit.
Now I'm gonna look at my
tell
That
you
was
my
like the
shit
8:32.
outside of now, when I'm on my period, I be having them period shits. But baby,
I just found out
want to
about
hear
those.
that.
I'm sorry, but no, seriously.
Yeah,
You can leave it there. You can leave it. Thanks.
yeah. I heard
Sorry,
y'all be
package
getting
on.
the heavy diarrhea.
I had a fan ask me to fart in a bottle and send it to him. Oh, okay, that was the girl that did. I had a guy wanting me to make him foot bread, which means I have a piece of bread that I wear in my shoes until it's gross and sweaty. And then he wanted me to mail it to him so he could eat it.
Oh God,
Man.
that's a lot of poop.
Ugh, this is a lot of poopy shit. I ain't
said
gonna
it was
hold you.
feet. What did that have to do with poop?
No, oh no. Well, I was talking about the last one. Let me tell you real quick. Actually, now that I'm thinking of the shit, so y'all know. No, I watch my porn on Twitter now.
Right.
So I end up. I don't know how. I don't know how I got there. Maybe because I be clicking when niggas look good. I end up. Then I go that because you know they be tagging each other when they be fucking each other. Clearly, I watch all gay shit. I ended up on a page where literally I'm in my house alone and I'm like, get away. I yell at my own phone. He's shitting on a counter, on a leg, and literally then you just see the dookie coming out of his booty hole. Like, and I said, how did I end up here? His whole page,
How did I end up here?
His whole page was just dookie coming out. It was like,
Why are you calling it dookie?
because it was that nasty. It wasn't even like, you know when you think of like, bro, dookie is when it's like, fuck shit, fuck poo poo. It was dookie, bruh.
Fuck.
That shit was dookie.
That shit was.
Bro, and it was like just it like made his booty hole open up and it was, like, oh
Maybe you looked up anal gaping or something.
I didn't look up anything.
That
I
sounds
was
like
just
straight up scat.
clicking on people's shit. Bro, it was
clicking on
dookie.
people's shit. There it
That
goes.
shit was dookie coming out. God damn, that shit
That's
was
called
dookie.
dingleberries when they kind of hang a little.
No, it didn't hang. It came
Speaking
all the
of
way
shit,
out.
When you pegged that guy,
Yes.
did you see any shit on your dicks?
Yep, at one point.
That's fair.
Was it like stanking? Or you just saw
No, what's crazy is, right, it didn't stink.
That's good.
Like, so not all shit
Why are you
stank.
laughing, Wolf? What's so
Right.
funny?
I mean, here's the thing.
Can you imagine working here?
Bro, here's the thing, right? If you let somebody go in your shitty hole.
What?
It's a shitty hole.
Dookie and shitter hole.
It's the shitty hole. Okay? If you I ain't even gonna hold you. When I have even a finger, I just am already expecting to get up and see some stains on the sheets potentially.
Oh boy.
To me, when you get into that hole, you don't know if it's fully clean, full of knot. Sometimes
Fully clean, full of knot. Fully clean.
you just don't know.
Woo, can I get an amen for the fully clean shit hole?
No, but you don't know when it's fully clean, bro. Like, I don't be knowing, like you know, like when you take a shit, sometimes you wipe and there's nothing there, and it's like, bitch, I know I just shit.
You don't need to
and it
use wet
comes
wipes?
out so crystal clear. I swear to God.
Do you not use wet wipes?
No, I do.
Oh.
But that's what. No, first off,
No,
I have.
sometimes that does happen.
Actually, it's called Buddha wipes. I got Buddha hole wipes right on the back
I
of
have
my
dude
motherfucking.
Made by who?
I think maybe the dude wipes. It might be
Oh,
that.
I got
wipes.
do wipes. Yeah.
But they're the Buddha hole wipes. So they're right behind my thing. But when you shit every time, not every time does it leave a skid. Like, does it leave a trail? Like, sometimes it just comes out of your hole so solid that there's no residue left. I swear to God, I don't be having a shitty Buddha every time I shit.
All right.
But
Your poor shitty butthole.
okay.
Dude wipes are good, but I'll tell you this. You can get what was I gonna say? The Ross shit? Cause I'm a TJ Maxx girl. Like I said last podcast, I love me some cheap vitamins, cheap wipes.
You a Maxinista.
I'm a Maxinista.
I mean, I love Marshalls just for their candles.
and you can get you
TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross.
You
Candle
can get
me,
you
baby, because
some
it'd be like $30 candles.
ones.
Give it to me for the $7.99. 3 wicks.
or you can
I'll
get some
take it.
makeup wipes because they be cheap and just use it on your ass. Actually,
I'm not putting makeup wipes on my ass, bro. See, now you taking it too far. I don't want any type of
Target got some good ones.
fragrances or paraffins or whatever's in.
Target got the ones called Good Wipes, Good Wipes.
That's what I
good
have.
Wipes, Good
That's
Wipes.
what I have. I get those
Good
from
wipes.
Amazon.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I
if
get
you
the
come
good
over
wipe.
to my house and it's after the club and I don't have time for a whole bath, it's gonna smell like Good Wipes. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, well, guys, if you haven't yet, we are on Patreon. Go ahead and support us. We drop an extra bonus episode every week on top of a town hall. So if you're a top tier patron, you can join in on our live Zoom chat. We have conversations like this. I do want to shout out to a few of our patrons. Soup, Barry, Naomi, Tammy, Siggy. These are some of our long-running patrons who have also submitted some graphic designs. So if you guys are on our Patreon, you'll get stuff like this if you are a top-tier patron. And we have some new designs coming. What else was I going to tell you, pussy assholes? Oh, yeah.
Our whole bags are coming out this month.
Yes. Subscribe at patreon.com/horrible decisions. We do also have another merch drop. That's right. For Valentine's Day.
Another one.
We are dropping the hoe bags. That's right. We have curated some Horrible Decisions merch on top of other things that you can only get in the hoe bag. You will be able to get that at whorehive.com. I love it. Make sure you go to whorehive.com. It is in the description of this episode. Also, make sure you check out Official Box Owner. Get your vitamins, your apple cider vinegar gummies, your boric acid suppositories. They are only $10. Get them for the $10. And once they gone, they gone. We are rebranding and bringing you guys some his and hers sexual enhancement products
Official
in 2022.
Booty Hole Owner is the rebrand.
Which is crazy because shout out to also one of the Whore Hive members. So Official Box Owner, the acronym is OBO. And apparently in one of the Nigerian countries, Obo in one of the languages actually means vagina.
Really?
What are the fucking odds?
Wow.
What are the fucking odds?
Not the ancestry coming through from
No,
Mandii.
so I loved it. It was actually, hold on. I'm going to, let me get you guys the actual.
I thought she was about to
Oh,
play
an Ubu. It's
Ubu.
No.
I thought an oboe was the long thing they used.
OBO is Official Box Owner.
Hey.
And
Every time Mandy says OBO, I hear
OBO in Yoruba. Which is one of the languages spoken in Nigeria, it actually means vagina. Cool. And I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
Look at that.
I have some African pussy. That's what Mandy wants to say.
I do. First off, I'm like, I got my melanin. You see what our ho horrible decision graphic looked like? I was dark. They was like, damn, bitch, this is giving Solange and Kelly Rowland. They had me dark as fuck. I said, I am darker than you. I just came back from Aruba.
Now, that lighting may have been wrong, but where you can get the lighting right is WTF Media. If you've been watching our last few episodes, and our solo episodes are done out of Studio B, not A, the one B, B as in bitch.
Yeah.
As in the Plan B you just took a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God. You mean after you nutted her?
Well, we had to
give it up, whore.
You should not be giving up condoms, and then you wouldn't have to take Plan B.
I'm ready to leave.
And buy your razors.
Buy your razors, bitch.
If you go to a hotel,
your rich ass,
they're free.
Bitch, do you know what's crazy? That the cost of her razor is probably the cost of one of her appetizers at Lucien. For sure, her muscles are $21. But yet, and guess what? She shits that right the fuck out. See what I mean? Anyways, guys.
There's a lot of shit talk this episode.
Make sure you tune into our Patreon.
Okay,
again.
buddy.
We're leaving you with a 5-minute bonus clip as patreon.com/horrible decisions. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Horrible Decisions. Bye.
Peace, whore.